Thoughts on the season at the halfway point?
We're 6-0. Can't do better than that, so we're pretty pleased.
How about with the way the defense is playing, everything that you envisioned it would be?
Yeah, we knew Coach Brown's schemes were going to work perfectly for the type of players we had. It just took a little while for us to get going, in fall camp, but we're full speed ahead and we're looking pretty good.
What makes a successful third down defense? You guys been so good.
We have a secondary like we have in the scheme that Coach Brown has with the blitzes and whatnot. The D line that we have, it makes for a pretty good third down defense.
How can you improve on the numbers? They're so good.
Just get better each and every week. We got some tough games coming up, and those are the ones we're gonna have to hunker down, watch more film, practice a little harder, focus a little harder. But when you're near the top, it's kind of hard to advance, but you got to keep working every day.
Chris, going back to last year during that shutout streak, and you guys were feeling pretty confident as a defense. Is it similar feeling this year? Even though not the same shutout streak, but still dominant plays. Similar feeling.
Yeah, it's always enjoyable to go out there and dominate a team like we have been the last couple of weeks. Go out there and have fun with the D line and the defensive players. So it's a similar feeling. We'd like to get a little more shutouts, but similar feeling.
I think Kyle said Sunday night wasn't a great practice. How have you guys been since then?
Today was actually really good. I talked to Jake Butt right before practice had ended, just to kind of see how the offense was playing. And he said it was their best practice of the week, and I think that was the same for us too on the defensive side of the ball. So we're feeling pretty good.
I feel like the bye week came at just the right time.
Yeah, it was perfect. We had 6 games right off the bat, 5 at home, and then 1 away. It was a nice break in between to get some time off, go see the family, spend some time away from football, and now we're back into it for the next 6 weeks, ready to go.
What'd you do on your downtime?
I was in Boston. I was with Mulhurst in Boston, seeing the city for the first time, which was really cool. So got to a little vacay.
Go to the Patriots game?
No, we left Saturday, but we were gonna go to the game in Boston on Thursday, but we got swept. The Red Sox.
Don Brown recommend any spots out there for you guys?
Yeah, him and Dave recommended a few spots, and Don Brown's a legend out there. We went back to Mulhurst High School, and they were saying that Coach Brown's a legend. So it was cool to see that and have someone like that on your side of the ball.
How is that with feedback with Brown? Have you gotten to a point where you're comfortable enough where you can kind of go back and forth and say, this worked for us and stuff?
Absolutely. Especially series after series, we'll come back and say what's working, what's not working. Third down, pass rush stunts, different stunts, first and second down during the run. So we've built that relationship as a defense as a whole to come back and say, hey, coach, this is what's working, this is what's not working. And he listens to us sometimes.
Was it like that last year, or is this more with Brown, it's more open that way?
I think it was. We were a little younger last year, but I think as we got a lot of older guys now, he trusts us a little more. And if it's working and we're saying it's working and we're playing well and we're doing what we're supposed to, I think he's going to allow us to keep doing that.
You mentioned before that it took a minute for you guys to all click on what he was trying to do. What were the things that were the toughest to adjust to?
Yeah, well, I think coming from 3 defenses in 3 years with Coach Matty and then Coach Dirk, and then Coach Brown, it's just there's a lot of plays, a lot of different similar calls with meaning different things. So just picking up the calls, getting used to that aggressiveness, almost each and every play. But now, like I said, we're 6 weeks into it. We're feeling pretty good.
Have you seen all his blitz concepts yet? Are there still things he shows that you haven't seen before?
Yeah, there's some stuff that'll probably be coming out in the next couple of weeks, which excites us. And we have so many in. He pulls out new and old ones, and we have some new stuff coming in this week. So it's exciting to have new things each and every week. Little tweaks here and there, but for the most part, we're using new stuff, and we're excited about it.
Monet starting to look like the Monet of old.
Yeah, he got hurt last year and then was a little banged up this year, but he's coming back to the old Monet, like you said. So we're excited to see what he can do. He just needs to get more reps, a little more confident in his body, feeling ready to play and not get banged up and not be hesitant. But he's playing pretty well right now.
Last week was a time for the younger guys to get a lot of reps. How confident are you about going forward at what this line's going to look like?
It's exciting. If I was a freshman, I'd be worried that I probably would get any playing time in the next couple of years with Rashawn and Carlo and Dwumford and Ron Johnson right now. Those are the guys that are going to be leading the way, and you got Monet coming back and Chase and Mulhurst next year. So it's exciting to see what they're going to be able to do these next 2, 3, 4 years. I'm just happy to be, a part of that and help them grow as a player.
And is Rashawn, pardon, I didn't mean to interrupt. Is Rashawn where you thought he would? I don't know if you had any preconceived notions
Yeah.
of where he would be. But
I think when you have the number 1 recruit in the nation, he's a D lineman, and you see what he can do athletically before the season started, and then he's putting it together now. Each and every week he's getting better and better, and it's exciting to see him. And like I said, I'm glad to be someone that can help him along the way. That's cool.
You think Mo Hurst comes back next year?
I think so. You know, he probably have the option to leave, but knowing Mo and knowing his expectations for himself, you know, we'll see what he does. But my gut feeling is that he'll come back and have an amazing year next year.
Ryan,
So go ahead.
Ryan said last week that there's a different mentality with you guys in line, that this, now you guys go in expecting to make a sack as opposed to last year it was hoping to make a sack. Can you tell that that's kind of something that's happening? And how do you evaluate that?
Yeah, I mean, I think Ryan's correct. You know, there's 4 of us out there, 3 of us out there at a time, and one of us hopefully are going to get that sack on 3rd down. So it's cool to see Taco get a sack. And then, you know, Ryan Glasgow is a nose tackle who usually doesn't get the opportunity to make sacks, get sacks, and me and Rashawn and Mo Hurst and Godin. So it's cool to see everyone do that. And I think when we have that mentality and that confidence in ourselves that, you know, the DBs are going to give us time to get to the quarterback, you know, we just make plays.
Why is it different than last year though? I mean, you had most of the same guys, plus Willie.
I mean, I think we're just more confident in our play. You know, there are some guys that, I mean, especially me last year, that was my first time really playing more than 20 or 30 snaps a game. Taco was by far our best pass rusher. He had 2 sacks last week in the first half. He's playing a lot more. Glasgow's more confident in himself. Mo Hurst has an extraordinary get off. He's getting more snaps, so I think it's just more competition or more you know, confidence, more repetition in what we're doing, and just being hungry and ready to go.
You mentioned three different defenses in 3 years, but you just mentioned a bunch of guys that you've played with for 4 years, 3 years. I mean, how much of that puts into that confidence that you're next to Ryan, you know Ryan, you're next to Mo, you know.
Yeah, I think that bodes well for us when we have that trust in each other, that we know that if, you know, the schemes are new to us, we'll still have that ability to play hard, play fast, and trust each other to get our job done, get in the right gaps and succeed.
You ever had that before here where you look to your right or your left and you don't have any hesitation on whether that guy's gonna get his job done?
I think last year a little bit, towards the end of the season, excluding Glasgow, we kind of got cashed a little bit in the run game, but when Willie and I were next to each other and we knew that we were gonna get the job done, it was comforting to have that feeling that if I maybe messed up, he would, you know, fill in that spot and vice versa. So, a lot more this year than we had last year, but it's similar feeling.
So like that in just about any combination? You guys rotate a lot, is it still kind
Yeah,
of that way?
I mean, my side's usually Godin and Mo, and I see both of them inside. It's a good feeling. And Taco and Monet and Chase and Glasgow on the other side. So it's wherever we're at, I have trust in everyone.
Talk about the way Mo's playing. Seems like he's reached a new level this year.
Yeah, Mo has worked his butt off to become the player that he's fitting into himself. He's a get off guy. We call him slippery because he gets through the cracks. He made a good play against Rutgers last week. He's just that type of player that can make big plays, quick off the ball, explosive, and that's what we need from him.
Brian, I don't think most people who haven't played the nose tackle understand what makes one good at that and kind of technical intricacies. So what does he do that makes him haven't had the season he's had?
Like you said, just the technical aspect of being a nose tackle. You're usually getting a double team or close to a double team every single play. So when you have to play that technique, you're close to the center. It's coming a lot faster than on the outside, as Taco and I have. The big guys up there, so he has to have his technique perfect almost in every single play, and that's what he does. The grade sheets show it each and every Sunday when we come back and watch film. So he's done an amazing job with his technique and playing as a nose tackle should.
So is that like getting his hands in the right spot or footwork, or what's the technique?
Yeah, I mean, the technique, so footwork and hands are probably the biggest thing when it comes to being a nose tackle and pad level. He's not the biggest nose tackle, but at the end of the day, he's one of the best in the conference, and we love to have him on our side.
Are all of you guys grading out pretty well on the D line?
Yeah.
Is it like a competition each week? Do you guys?
Yeah, so Coach Maddie's wife gives us cookies for sacks, tackles for losses, and there's a new one where it was highest percentage, and Ryan has gotten it probably 4 or 5 out of the 6 weeks, the highest percentage bag of cookies. So we're fighting for that one now. It might not be the most productive, but when you have 30 pluses and 1 minus, it's pretty cool too.
How many cookies is that, like, for a good week?
I think the most I ever had was 3 bags, and there's like 3 dozen maybe.
Wow.
So 12 in each. So it's try and pass them out to the guys in your locker room. Leno Hill usually steals them because he's right next to me. So try and spread the wealth.
Okay.
Chocolate chip.
Glasgow's already got a grandma around cooking cookies, isn't he?
Yeah, his grandma cooks. She made cookies one time. They're pretty good. But it's always nice to get those little bags with your name on it and what you did, and show the guys next to you what you did. So it's a nice little present for us when we come back on Mondays.
Is that better than the helmet stickers?
I was gonna ask.
No, I mean, everyone gets helmet stickers, but the D-line only gets cookies, so I think it makes it a little more special. So when you get those cookies, and, you know, Dwayno's a safety and Gideon next to me as a linebacker, and they don't get those cookies for interceptions or PUs or sacks and stuff, it's kind of cool to pass them some because they didn't get any.
Cookie stickers on the helmet?
What's that?
You guys differentiate yourself?
Put some cookies
Yeah,
on?
cookie sticker.
I don't think
Let me spit that out.
I don't like that too much, but, so we'll just stick to the edible ones.
Are you only on outside now? Because when Monet wasn't in there, you were going inside a little bit, right?
Yeah, I've been playing a lot of outside. At the beginning of the season, I had thought that I would be playing inside more. You know, with Sean coming in and being the type of player that he is going to be, and with Monet getting hurt, and, you know, Glasgow with the pec still a little iffy. Gordon's had some issues, and Mo's had some issues as well. So I thought I would be playing both inside and out. A little bit on third down, I've been in the 3-tech and the nose, but for the most part, like you said, I'm outside. And
Is that them? Have they given you feedback why that is?
not really. I mean, I'm just going with the flow. I can play inside, outside. Like I said, I thought a little more inside this year, but I'm playing outside and I'm having fun doing it.
Chris, you mentioned the endurance factor this year. You know, last year maybe being used 20, or last year, first time getting used to 20 or more. This year, I mean, how much has that helped you going inside, outside with that increased endurance?
I think last year would have gotten me more prepared for this year if I was going inside and out. But like I said, I'm playing more outside. Maybe, you know, inside as the season goes on, but we'll see what happens.
Do you like one more than the other, inside or outside?
I mean, you don't get banged up as much or double teams on the outside, so. But I mean, inside is what a 300-pound man should be playing, is inside. But you know, I guess I'm having fun doing it.
Thank you for your time.
Thank you.